Hi students, welcome to our channel. This is our 11th video on trigonometry. In this video we are going to discuss T ratios of complementary angles and also few problems based on standard angles as well as complementary angles. Let us move on to the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Before that, let me recall the meaning of complementary angle. Suppose the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then one angle is complement of the another angle. Now let me move on to trigonometric ratios of complementary angle. We have learnt trigonometric ratios on right angle triangle. So I will consider a right angle triangle ABC with the B is 90 degree. If B is 90 degree, then the sum of the remaining two angles, that is angle A and angle C, the sum of the angle A and angle C will be equal to 90 degree. So that angle A and angle C are complementary to each other. Suppose if I consider angle measurement of angle A as 40 degree, so then what will be the measurement of C? So that will be equal to 50 degree. How we got 50 degree? So that is 90 minus 40 degree, correct? So then angle C becomes 50 degree. Instead of 40 degree at angle A, at vertex A, if I consider as theta, then what will be the measurement of C? So then the angle C will be equal to 90 minus theta. Okay. Now let me learn the trigonometric ratios with respect to angle A, that means with respect to theta. Okay. So with respect to theta, the side BC is opposite to angle A. So therefore BC side is called as opposite to angle A. Then AB side is adjacent to theta, therefore it is called as adjacent side. Then AC is, it is opposite to right angle, so then it is called as hypotenuse. Now let me learn trigonometric ratios with respect to theta. The first trigonometric ratio is sin theta. What is sin theta? Sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Therefore here opposite side is BC, hypotenuse is AC, therefore sin theta is equal to BC by AC. Next, cos theta. What is cos theta? Adjacent side by hypotenuse, therefore AB by AC. Next, tan theta. What is tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent side, BC by AB. Next, cot theta. Cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. So tan theta is BC by AB, therefore cot theta is AB by BC. Next, secant theta. Secant theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. So cos theta is AB by AC, so therefore secant theta is AC by AB. Next, cosecant theta is the reciprocal of sin theta. So sin theta is BC by AC, so then cosecant theta is AC by BC. Now let us discuss trigonometric ratios for angle C. So what is the measurement of angle C? It is 90 minus theta. With respect to this 90 minus theta, the side AB is called as, it is opposite to 90 minus theta, therefore it is called as opposite side. And similarly BC side is opposite to angle C, so therefore it is called as adjacent side, then AC is hypotenuse. Now let me start with the sin theta. So here theta is 90 minus theta, therefore sin of 90 minus theta, so it is sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse, so therefore here AB by AC. Next, cos 90 minus theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse, therefore here BC divided by AC. Next, tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side, AB by BC, so that is tan of 90 minus theta. Cot theta. Cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta, so therefore cot of 90 minus theta is reciprocal of tan of 90 minus theta, therefore it is BC by AB. Secant 90 minus theta is the reciprocal of cos 90 minus theta, so cos 90 minus theta is BC by AC, therefore it is AC by BC. Then cosecant 90 minus theta is the reciprocal of sin 90 minus theta. Sin 90 minus theta is AB by AC, therefore it is AC by AB. Now compare these T ratios. Here sin theta is BC by AC, but here BC by AC is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. So from this we can conclude that the complementary angle of sin theta is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. So here BC by AC, here also BC by AC. So therefore sin theta and its complementary angle is cos of 90 minus theta. So I will write here complementary angle of first one sin theta, complementary angle of sin theta is cos 90 minus theta. Next second one is cos theta. So what is cos theta? AB by AC. Here AB by AC. So therefore complementary angle of cos theta is sin of 90 minus theta. Next tan theta, BC by AB. Where is BC by AB? Here, for cot 90 minus theta. So therefore tan theta, complementary angle of tan theta is cot of 90 minus theta. Next fourth one is cot theta. So what is cot theta? AB by BC. AB by BC for what? Tan of 90 minus theta. Therefore complementary angle of cot theta is tan of 90 minus theta. Next fifth one is secant theta. What is secant theta? AC by AB. So AC by AB for what? Cosecant 90 minus theta. Therefore complementary angle of secant theta is cosecant 90 minus theta. So last one cosecant theta. What is cosecant theta? That is AC by BC. AC by BC for what? Secant 90 minus theta. So therefore complementary angle of cosecant theta is secant of 90 minus theta. So very important from the point of examination. If you remember this, then we can solve any problem based on complementary angles. Please note these things. Okay. Now I will move on to the problems based on standard angles as well as complementary angles. So for 1 mark also there can be askable what is the complementary angle of sin theta. So complementary angle of sin theta is cos 90 minus theta. Similarly for the rest of the T ratios. Okay, 1 mark questions. Next I will discuss two problems. First problem, if 7 sin square theta plus 3 cos square theta is equal to 4, then show that tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. So here given thing is 7 sin square theta plus 3 cos square theta is equal to 4. Under this condition we have to show that tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. So here to prove tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3 without knowing the value of theta, we cannot show it as 1 by root 3. Therefore by given data we have to find the value of theta. So suppose if you got any standard value, standard angles, so then from that we can substitute that value in the tan, then we can get 1 by root 3. So therefore I will start with the given thing. 7 sin square theta plus 3 cos square theta is equal to 4. Here sin and cos we are having, so we cannot add it because they are unlike. Okay, suppose if we have 7 sin square theta and here also 3 sin square theta, then we can add it as 10 square theta. 10 sin square theta. Okay, so instead of, so here we cannot add, therefore I will split 7 sin square theta as 3 sin square theta plus 4 sin square theta. Okay, 4 sin square theta plus 3 sin square theta plus 3 cos square theta is equal to 4. 4 plus 3, 4 sin square theta plus 3 sin square theta, it is equal to 7 sin square theta. Now in these two terms, 3 sin square theta plus 3 cos square theta, there is a common term. So what is the common? 3. Take 3 outside in the next step. So remaining terms keep as it is. 4 sin square theta plus 3 common. So then sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 4. 4 sin square theta plus 3 into, what is sin square theta plus cos square theta? This is the first identity. The sum of sin square theta and cos square theta is 1. So 1 is equal to 4. The next step, multiply 3 and 1. Keep the rest of the terms. 4 sin square theta plus 3 is equal to 4. So 4 sin square theta is equal to 4 minus 3. So transposing plus 3 to right hand side. So 4 sin square theta is equal to 1. Then sin square theta is equal to 1 by 4. 4 is taken to right hand side. Then it becomes divide. So here sin is square. Then what about 1 by 4? 1 is a square, 4 is also a square. Then we can take the square root. On taking square root on both sides, sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. Now for what standard value of theta? Sin theta is 1 by 2. We know that suppose theta is 30 degree. So then sin theta is half. Sin 30 is half. Therefore instead of half, we can write it as sin theta is equal to sin 30. So therefore theta is equal to 30 degree. The value of theta is 30 degree. Now we have to prove that tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. So we got theta is equal to 30 degree. Now take tan on either side. Tan theta is equal to tan 30. So tan theta is equal to, what is the value of tan 30? It is 1 by root 3. So that is our required thing what we have to show. Okay, so from the point of examination it is very important. Please pause the video and note it down. Now I will move on to the second problem. In triangle ABC, right angled at B, right angled at B, BC is equal to 7 centimeter and AC minus AB is equal to 1 centimeter. Determine the values of sin A and cot C. So here we have to find the value of sin A and cot C. The given data are BC is 7 centimeter and AC minus AB is equal to 1 centimeter in a triangle ABC where B is 90 degree. So let me draw a triangle ABC such that angle B is A, B, C, B is 90 degree. So BC is given 7 centimeter. AC minus AB is 1 centimeter. Okay, this much is given. So just I will take what are the things given before solving. Okay, so BC is equal to 7 centimeter, AC minus AB is equal to 1 centimeter. So what is sin A? So that's what is sin A means here theta is taken at A. So that is sin theta instead of theta sin A. So what is sin A? Sin theta opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is BC. AC is the hypotenuse, but we don't know AC. Similarly, cot theta. What is cot theta? That is the reciprocal of tan theta. What is tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent. So therefore cot theta is adjacent side by opposite side. So AB by BC. We know BC, but we don't know AB. So therefore to find sin A and cot C, we have to know about AC side as well as AB side. So how we can find AB and AC? So for that they are given data AC minus AB is equal to 1 centimeter. So here AC is bigger. So therefore AC is equal to 1 plus AB. So we can substitute instead of in AC as 1 plus AB. But this is a right angle triangle. On a right angle triangle, we learnt one of the famous theorem that is called Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem? In a right angle triangle, square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares on other two sides. Which is hypotenuse here? AC is hypotenuse. So therefore we can write as AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Sum of squares on other two sides. AB square plus BC square. It is from Pythagoras theorem. Now I will substitute AC as 1 plus AB. So in the left hand side 1 plus AB whole square is equal to AB square as it is plus what is BC? BC we know it is 7 centimeter, therefore it is 7 square. So now 1 plus AB whole square is of the form A plus B whole square. We know what is A plus B whole square. It is A square plus 2AB plus B square. Therefore it becomes 1 square plus 2 into 1 into AB, that is 2AB plus AB square, that equal to right hand side as it is AB square plus 7 square. What is the 7 square? It is 49. On either side of the equation we are having common term, that is AB square, that we can cancel. So rest of the terms, what is 1 square? It is 1 plus 2AB is equal to 49. If I take 1 to that side, then it becomes 49 minus 1. What is 49 minus 1? That is 48. So just I will skip one step. So 2AB is equal to 48. So therefore AB is equal to, what is AB? Half of 48. What is half of 48? That is 24 centimeter. Now we got AB. From AB we can find out AC. So AC is equal to what? AC is equal to 1 plus AB. So that equal to 1 plus 24, that equal to 25 centimeter. Now we got both AB and AC. AC is 25 centimeter, AB is 24 centimeter. Now by using this, now we can find the value of sin A and cot C. Very important. Okay. Now let me find the value of sin A. So what is sin A with respect to A? So opposite side by hypotenuse. So ABC by BC by AC. So therefore sin A is equal to what is BC? 7 centimeter. How much AC? That is 25 centimeter. So sin theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent hypotenuse. So 7 by 25. So don't convert it into decimal for this much of centimeter. Similarly, now find out cot C. Cot C is equal to, what is cot C? That is adjacent side by opposite side. So theta is taken at C. So with respect to this angle, which is adjacent side, BC is adjacent side, which is opposite side, AB is opposite side. Therefore cot C is equal to BC by AB. So how much BC? 7. How much AB? 24. So this much of centimeter. So therefore value of cot C is 7 by 24. So hope you understood these problems. Practice once again. Okay. Now I will move on to the third problem. Third problem is, if root 2 sin theta is equal to 1, then find the value of secant square theta minus cosecant square theta. The root 2 sin theta value is given, it is 1. So by using this we have to find the value of secant square theta minus cosecant square theta. Let me start with the given. The solution: root 2 sin theta is equal to 1. Now transpose root 2 to that side, then sin theta value we will get. So sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Now find out the value of theta. From that we can find the value of the difference of secant square and cosecant square. So for what standard value of theta? The sin theta is 1 by root 2. So we know that root 2 will get in the isosceles right triangle. So 1 and root 2. So opposite side and adjacent side are 1 and hypotenuse root 2. So then sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse 1 by root 2. So for 45 degree, correct? So sin theta is equal to sin 45 degree. So therefore theta is equal to 45 degree. Suppose if I cancel sin on both sides, so theta is equal to 45 degree. Now substitute this theta in secant square theta and cosecant square theta. From that we can find out the value. Secant square theta minus cosecant square theta is equal to secant square 45 degree. Now theta is 45, therefore instead of theta I am writing 45 degree minus cosecant square 45 degree. What is secant theta? It is a reciprocal of cos. So what is cos 45 degree? It is 1 by root 2. So therefore secant square 45 degree is root 2 by 1 whole square minus cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is the reciprocal of sin theta. So sin 45 degree is 1 by root 2. So therefore cosecant square 45 degree is root 2 by 1 whole square. Now square it. Root 2 square is 2 divided by 1 square is 1 minus, once again here also same, 2 by 1. So what is 2 by 1? 2 minus 2. So what is 2 minus 2? That is 0. So therefore the value of secant square theta minus cosecant square theta, when theta is 45 degree, then their difference, square of the difference is equal to 0. Now let me move on to the fourth problem. Fourth problem, evaluate secant 50 degree into sin 40 degree plus cos 40 degree into cosecant 50 degree. Now the angles are 50 degree, 40 degree. Yes. But 50 degree and 40 degree are not standard angles because we don't know the value of sin 40 degree or secant 50 degree, cos 40 degree and cosecant 50 degree. Therefore this problem is related to complementary angles. Okay. So in the complementary angles, very important. So I will take the given sum, then we will discuss. Secant 50 degree into sin 40 degree plus cos 40 degree into cosecant 50 degree. So here I will take the left side of the positive sign, left side of the positive, so as one group, right side of the positive as another group. So in the first group there are two terms, secant and sin. In particularly problems on complementary angles, convert any one of the term on either side of the plus sign into its complement. Here 50 degree. So what is the complement of 50 that is 40 degree, correct? So how to write 50? How to write 50 by using 90? 90 minus 40 degree, correct? So in the first step, express secant 50 degree as secant 90 minus 40 degree. Similarly, in the second group, either convert cos 40 or secant 50 by using 90 degree. Okay, let me start now. In the first step, secant 50 can be write as 90 minus 40 degree. Then keep the second term as it is, plus in the second group I'll convert cos 40 degree. So how to write cos 40 degree? Cos of 90 minus 50 degree. 90 minus 50 is 40 into next term keep as it is, cosecant 50 degree. Very important step. Okay, convert any one of in 90 degrees. Okay, but we know secant of 90 minus theta. So what is the complementary angle of secant 90 minus theta? It is cosecant theta, correct? So therefore we can write cosecant, in the place of theta we are having 40, therefore it is secant 40 degree into second term as it is, plus what is cos of 90 minus theta? It is sin theta. So in the place of theta we are having 50 degree, therefore cos of 90 minus 50 we can write it as sin 50 degree into cosecant 50 degree. Now observe here, cosecant 40 degree, sin 40 degree. Does any relation between cosecant and sine? Yes, there is a relation. What is the relation? They are reciprocal to each other. Therefore, express any one into its reciprocal. So cosecant theta, cosecant 40 degree can be write as 1 by sine 40 degree, reciprocal of sine, into sine 40 degree, plus sine 50 degree can be written as 1 by cosecant 50 degree into cosecant 50 degree. There is no condition, so always you have to convert the first term. Here also first term, there is no condition. You can keep this, then second term you can express as 1 by cosecant 40, then cosecant 40 will get. Similarly here also 1 by sine you can write, instead of cosecant 50 you can write it as 1 by sine 50. Okay, so sine 40 get cancelled. It is in the denominator, it is in the numerator here also. So then here got 1 plus 1. So what is 1 plus 1? That is 2. This is the value of secant 50 into sine 40 plus cos 40 into cosecant 50. Okay, so this question can be asked in the examination for 2 marks. Okay, now I will move on to the fifth problem. Once again, evaluate tan 10 degree into tan 15 degree into tan 75 degree into tan 80 degree. So here there are 4 terms. Between the 4 terms the operation is multiplication, so therefore there is no group here. Okay, here if you observe 10 degree at the last 80 degree, does any relation between 10 and 80 degree? Yes, they are complementary to each other. Similarly 15 and 75 degree, the sum is 90 degree, therefore they are complementary to each other. Therefore convert either tan 10 degree, express 10 degree in terms of 90 minus something, or 80 degree in terms of 90 minus something. Similarly for 15 and 75. So I will take the sum as it is, tan 10 degree into tan 15 degree into tan 75 degree into tan 80 degree. So I will keep these 2 terms as it is, tan 10 degree into tan 15 degree into 75 I will express as tan of 90 minus 15. What is 90 minus 15? It is 75. Similarly, tan 80 can be expressed as 90 minus 10 degree. So 90 minus 10 is 80. Correct. Then keep these two terms as it is. Tan 10 degree into tan 15 degree into what is tan 90 minus theta? What is tan 90 minus theta? It is cot theta. Complementary angle of cot theta is tan of 90 minus theta. Here tan of 90 minus 15 is there. Therefore, it is cot 15. Similarly, tan of 90 minus theta is cot 10 degree. Tan of 90 minus 10 is cot 10 degree. But tan and cot have the relation. What is the relation? They are mutually reciprocal to each other. Therefore, express either tan or cot in reciprocal form. I will keep these two terms as it is. Tan 10 degree into tan 15 degree into cot 15 can be written as 1 by tan 15 degree. What is 1 by tan? It is cot. So 1 by tan 15 is equal to cot 15 degree into 1 by tan 10 degree. So tan 10 in the denominator, here tan 10 in the numerator get cancelled. Tan 15 get cancelled. What you got? 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. So what is 1 into 1 into 1? So that is 1. So this is the value of tan 10 into tan 15 into tan 75 into tan 80. Hope you understood the problems. Thanks for watching the videos. Suppose if you have any doubt, please give your comment in the comment box. Thank you.